Today we're gonna be adding tons of cool exotic schooling fish to my saltwater pond. I love buying and adding these guys because they just add a nice little flavor to the pond. I recently got the green chromies to put in the shark pond and they're doing awesome in there and they just brighten it up so nicely. You guys love when I add a bunch of fish and that is exactly what we're doing today. Listen guys, I'm sorry, but it is not a stocking video. Unless we're stocking. So I'm gonna toss this out. You guys wait, this is gonna be probably the most fish we get today is right here at my dock for free. Now guys, they do not call me the minnow whisperer for nothing, okay? The glass minnow king. You're looking at him right here. I have perfected my strategy. I have gone with, you gotta put the bread in a cup, then stir up the bread nice and wet, dump it in, and you will have an absolute army of glass minnows. So it took one shot with the net to catch about, I don't know, over 100 of these guys. Look at how many we caught in just one scoop. One scoop of the net, we already have hundreds of glass minnows right here. There is just so many, and I love stocking these guys in the giant pond because the fish absolutely love them. Now guys, the saltwater pond is slightly murky because I just did a big water change on this guy. I'm making sure the salinity is perfect so we can get some bigger sharks in here because the salinity sharks are super sensitive. So I just did a huge water change, so it's a little murky, but now we're gonna add our hundreds of glass minnows all at once because the fish absolutely love them. So technically, this is bucket number one that we are, stocking the giant pond with. Then we're gonna move on to the mini pond. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna literally just dump all these guys in the pond all at once. Ready? Watch this. Look at them all in there. There's hundreds. Panther grouper loves them. Here we go. There they go. Hundreds. And look at them all in here, guys. There's just so many of them. The panther grouper is gonna love it. The brand new hogfish is gonna love it. The hogfish swims around like crazy. He's amazing in here. And it's just good for the reef. It's good for the pond. Yeah, we're calling this literally a reef. It's good for the reef to have small fish, medium fish, and big fish. It's the circle of life. It is the fish pyramid, okay? You gotta have small fish to have big fish. So it's always a good time to add just thousands of glass minnows in the pond. Now let's get into what we actually bought today instead of caught. Now our boy, the emperor snapper, is slowly getting bigger. I'm trying to get him just a little bit bigger to get him in the giant saltwater pond. I just don't want him to get eaten by pots and pans. But I don't think he would. I think we're close to transferring him over to the big pond. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. Drop a like on this video if you guys want to see that done in the next couple weeks. I think we can definitely do it. He's definitely a big boy. And he eats like a champ. Just eats straight. Oh! He's crazy, guys. He's crazy. I always tell my brother, fish guy hack, whenever he's in the garage, don't put your finger in here because he will bite you and he's got teeth. He's a snapper. You gotta be super careful with this dude because he's a beast. He's still ready for more. Like he ate that shrimp and he's still ready for more. Jesus! If you weren't so fast, it would be nice to hand feed. But he's super aggressive. It's like insane. You can get him really fired up. He will just dart everywhere to eat shrimp. That's 3 shrimp already. That's 3. So I've been feeding him like this. Keep in mind, every single day he eats this amount of shrimp. Absolutely a savage. That's 4. That's his 4th shrimp. The thing that I'm worried about with him in the saltwater pond is because he's so aggressive. When I do throw food in there, you know how the groupers, pots and pans get with the eels. They will literally swallow the eels if they steal their food. So he's super aggressive, and we're just when we get him in there, we gotta be super careful when we're feeding him. Now today's video is no big fish. We're going with the small schooling fish, the ones that are gonna give some movement to the pond that aren't glass minnows. You guys know I love glass minnows, but they're just so ugly. They just sit there. They're just there to get eaten. So now we're adding some colorful fish in here, some smaller ones that are gonna swim around and be awesome. The first one's actually not a fish though, but it does have some amazing colors. So our first new creature going in the pond is, I have not gotten one of these in so long because they're actually really expensive. These are like 50 bucks. Red booted shrimp, but they are one of the coolest shrimp you can buy. Just straight red with those white feet, those white limbs, and those white little antennas here. Such a cool shrimp. And I do end up I want to stock the pond with like a bunch of these, but they're just so expensive. $50 a pop for a red booted shrimp. That's kind of insane. Let's get this guy in the pond and see how he does in here. All right, here goes our red booted in there. Watch him flow right on that rock. I did add some more rock in here for the sharks to hide inside of and the shrimps to hide inside of. As you can see, big rock structure right all around in the center. I obviously cannot show you the whole pond because there's a lot of fish in here that you guys haven't seen yet. So I cannot show you the entire pond yet, but I will eventually coming up very soon. Now the next fish, Jack actually has a couple of these guys in his tank. Fish guy Jack's got like 2 or 3 of them in there. Pajama Cardinals or something. Pretty cool fish. They school together. I'm thinking about getting, the store only had 2 of these guys, but I know they do really well when there's like 5, 6, 7 of them in there. So I'm gonna probably have to get some more of these guys because they just sit in the water column and act very, very cool. So I'm definitely gonna wanna add a couple more of these guys in the pond. All right, now let's get these guys in the pond and see how well they swim around in here. Now, as you can see, just having 2 in here, not ideal. I'm definitely gonna have to get more of these guys. Just little fish in general, you always wanna have a lot of them, especially these guys, because I know they do well together. Imagine like 5 or 6 of them in the middle of the pond, big school, just chilling, sitting in the water column. They barely swim, which is it's cool because they're unique. They barely swim, they just sit in the water column. Very interesting looking fish, that's for sure. So that was species number 3, a couple cool cardinals. Definitely want to get some more of these guys. Now, shout out to my boy Seth for naming our brand new parrotfish. His name is gonna be Rio. Great name for him. He's got all those colors. Rio the parrotfish sounds fantastic. He's doing awesome in here. He's swimming around. He's got insanely blue colors on him. One of the coolest fish I've ever caught. I absolutely love this dude, and he's gonna do fantastic in this pond. Hopefully we can get him really big. That's the goal. Get him giant. I'm also repping the Cut the Plastic tee that we just restocked. If you guys want 10% off your order, all you gotta do is type in Fish Guy Chris when you're checking out. You get 10% off. So go use my code at the Fish Guy shop. Get yourself a Cut the Plastic tee. These were out of stock for at least 3 or 4 weeks, and we finally got them back in all sizes. Go check them out. Now, the store was pretty low on schooling fish, so I ended up getting the last black damsel that they had. I always really love the damsels. I don't know why. They just got the coolest colors. They're very hardy and they just love to eat. I absolutely love these things. They're miniature little monsters. I love them. Especially the black ones got that deep color on them, those 2 little white spots. Really cool fish. Sadly, they only had 1, but you know Fish Guy Chris has always got to get them. I wish they had more of these guys, but on the list right now, we want some more cardinals and we want some more black damsels. Got those 2 black dots on the top of his head. Just midnight black. Love these dudes because they school with all the other damsels. Gonna get some good movement in this pond. Let's get him in. There he is, just skirting around. He's right by the new baby shark there that hatched just recently. Everything's been going right towards the rock. This guy is gonna love just swimming around, chilling like a villain. Now guys, the last schooling fish that we're getting it in is the one that the store had the most. They had 5 or 6 straight up blue damsels. So I got every single one of those guys to take home because this is gonna make up the majority of our schooling fish is the bright blue royal blue damsels. Really cool. And they're gonna make the saltwater pond just absolutely pop when they're all swimming around. So let's get these guys in the pond. So here's our damsels in here. I'm gonna scoop them all out all at once in this net and get them all. I got about 5 of them in here. And surprisingly, when I first started filming videos, look how bright colored they are. They're so cool. People sleep on damsels, guys. People sleep on damsels, guys. Look at the bright blue colors on those things. Such cool fish. Now, when I first started making videos, these guys were like $3.99, and now they're like 14 bucks a pop. So right here, this is like $70 worth of damsels in my hand right here that we got for schooling in my pond. Let's get them in here. Here we go. Here's our bright blue. The colors are nuts, guys. The colors are insane. Look at them all just swimming around in there. So cool. They all want to stay by my hand. Yeah. A couple of them just sitting in there. Here comes the 3rd one, just sitting in my hand. They're gonna brighten up the pond, make it look nice and colorful. Let's let these guys go, swim around, acclimated to their new aquarium. There you have it, guys. We added some schooling fish in the pond. I wanted to just make a quick video because I wanted to get some smaller dudes, some colorful dudes for the pond. So just made a quick one for you guys. We got a total of like 10 to 12 little small guys in there. So really cool. And we got our shrimp. Hopefully they start eating very quickly and we can see them thrive in this pond. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.